All right, so I just want to drive home everything we've covered so far in this lesson and put together a little bit more realistic example. So I'm going to return to my box template and I'm going to throw away everything I've got. All right, so trashing all that work. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to add a more typical setup for maybe an Ittrium website. So at the top of the site you might have what we would call our tools region. All right, so Ittrium tools, and my layout would be horizontal. All right, next region, say I'm going to have maybe a logo of some sort that's going to take up 6 columns, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then maybe I'm going to have my main navigation here. All right, so this is, we call this the banner. That's where we stuff the logo. And over here, we call it navigation. And again, I'm going to put a layout of horizontal on here. All right, and then finally I'm going to add maybe a detail section or something on the page where I'm going to have maybe some sub-navigation, right? And I'm going to have maybe a content section here that's going to include both a breadcrumb and maybe some real detail. All right, so it's these lowest level nodes that I want to put real stuff in. So I know detail is one of my views, breadcrumb is one of my views, and then let me get that in there. And then sub-navigation is one of my views. And I'm going to have a layout equals vertical on this one, because I don't want the bullets, but I do want to lay out the list vertically. All right, and then last but not least, I'm going to add a footer to the page. All right. And this will be layout equals horizontal. All right, so now I've got a whole bunch of regions. I've got a tools region at the top. There's no wrapper on this whatsoever, just the CMS tag for tools. I've got another region here that has no name on it yet, but it should be called the banner group and the banner wrapper because it's got the first CMS tag that's in it is the banner. I've got a second CMS tag here that's for navigation. Then I've got another group down here that's going to have my sub-navigation in it. That's going to be my first CMS tag. Then inside that is another area that's going to have my breadcrumb and my detail region. All right. So again, I can just export this code, return it to Livewire, generate it, return to my layout of my page, and you'll see quite a bit of code now. I'll generate it for me nice and clean, ready to go. Everything that I need to build my site. No editing errors whatsoever, and then I can return to my page, and if I refresh here, I'll have all sorts of information starting to show up. So I've got my tools section here, here's my banner, here's my navigation, here's my breadcrumb, here's my detail section, here's my footer. Alright, I know what these sections are, and once we throw some style on them and make them look like a web page, it'll all be coming together. Okay, but you can take a look at the code that's generated, the code that comes out of the system from the CMS, find everything you need here, find the different list views, and get a pretty good idea how we structure a JSP and how the ultimate HTML is produced by our CMS software. All right, thanks for watching.